will there be a record of the stop and search? How do I get a copy of that?
Yeah, absolutely. So there will be a record, or well, at least there should be. So a written record should be completed pretty much straight away. The guidance says unless it's not practical to do so. So for example, they've stopped you and then they get a radio that there's been a murder happen around the corner and they have to run and go and deal with that. They should be making the recording straight away. Um, and that will set out what's happened, so why they were searching you, the purpose, who the person, the name of the officer who was searching you, the date and the time, all of those details. I would always suggest that you ask for it instantly, so whilst you're there, assuming that you're not kind of being arrested, they've stopped you and they've not found anything and they're just moving on, I would ask for it immediately, because otherwise you're likely to forget about it and it will go into space. You do have 3 months from the point of the search to ask for it. So that's quite a short period. And as I say, you might kind of go away and then say it becomes a problem that you're being stopped and searched all the time, but you haven't asked for those records and now months have gone by, that might no longer exist. So it's important to ask for it straight away, if you can.
Yeah, yeah. And would I be likely to be able to get access to the video recording or the audio from the recording, or is that quite unlikely to happen?
That's quite difficult to get, particularly if nothing's happened, if they haven't actually arrested you. If you're arrested, then that's likely to be available more, particularly if you're then charged, because that will be probably using evidence against you at some point at court. But if it's a simple kind of stop and search, it's going to be very, very difficult to get hold of that. But if you feel that you were treated wrongly and it was discriminatory, I would speak to a actions against the police solicitor as soon as possible, because you don't want that video to get lost. So it may be the longer it takes, they will say, well, it doesn't exist, we don't have it anymore. So particularly if you're looking for a claim, that's vital evidence for you potentially. So yeah.
Yeah, it's the best to kind of be really, really prompt, especially if you feel you've been treated unfairly, or a slur has been said, or there's been something that kind of you then have reason to believe that there was sort of an issue with the way that it was conducted. Sort of get on to that straight away.